In the grand cosmic theater we are collectors, observers of the vast expanse, constantly seeking patterns and meaning, gathering starlight, capturing photons that have traveled for billions of years to reach us, measuring planetary orbits with incredible precision, charting the courses of celestial bodies across the sky, and listening for whispers from the universe, faint signals carrying secrets of distant galaxies. Here on Earth we call this data. It's the raw material of understanding. It's the lifeblood of our modern world, flowing through our cities, connecting us in ways never before imagined, businesses driving innovation and efficiency, and lives. It shapes our decisions, big and small. Understanding this ocean of data, how we navigate and use its power, is not just a skill, is one of the great quests of our time. It's a fundamental challenge that will define our future. Every time you use your phone to find the quickest route home, relying on real-time traffic information, or a scientist predicts a storm, using complex models and vast datasets, you're tapping into this immense ocean. You're participating in a global conversation. Data is now a primary resource, a foundation upon which we build our knowledge, as essential as water or energy. It fuels our progress and sustains our understanding. It tells us where we've been, providing insights into our past, helps us understand where we are, giving us a snapshot of the present, and gives us tools to chart our future. It empowers us to make informed decisions. Our journey with data is a journey of understanding ourselves, our world, and the systems we've built. It's a reflection of our collective intelligence. This transformation was gradual, a slow and steady evolution, a slow awakening to data's true potential, a realization of its transformative power. As our tools for collecting and analyzing data grew, becoming more sophisticated and powerful, so did our imagination. We began to see possibilities we never thought possible. Data evolved from a background assistant, a mere record keeper, to a creation of immense value, a strategic asset that drives innovation and growth. Let's explore how our relationship with this powerful force has evolved, how it has shaped our world, a cosmic odyssey, right here on our little blue planet, a journey of discovery and understanding. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive future updates. Let's rewind, way back to a time when computers filled entire rooms, to the dawn of the digital age, an era where the hum of machinery was constant and data processing was a monumental task. Back then, data was a stagehand, not the star. It supported the main event, but rarely took center stage itself, a utility, not the end goal. Data served a specific purpose, a means to an end, rather than a source of endless possibilities. Data was locked away in centralized databases, often physically secured behind closed doors, accessible only through formal requests to specialized IT teams. These teams were the gatekeepers, the interpreters of the digital realm. If a sales team needed last quarter's numbers, a seemingly simple request, they had to wait for IT to deliver a report, often printed on massive sheets of paper. The process was slow and rigid, a bureaucratic dance between departments and data silos, focused on fulfilling requests, not sparking curiosity or encouraging exploration. Data was seen as raw and complex, a technical domain handled only by experts with specialized knowledge. The end user received a simple answer, a summarized conclusion, never seeing the underlying data, the granular details that could unlock deeper insights. The system shielded users from complexity, protecting them from the perceived chaos of raw information, stifling innovation and curiosity, preventing users from asking their own questions and finding their own answers. Data answered, "What were our sales?" providing a snapshot of the past, not why, or what if, failing to explore the underlying causes or potential future scenarios. This model made sense when technology was cumbersome, when processing power was limited and expensive, and skills were rare, requiring years of training and specialized knowledge to operate these complex machines. Central control provided consistency, ensuring that everyone was working with the same information, but also created bottlenecks, slowing down the pace of decision-making and innovation. The data was passive, waiting to be summoned, a silent observer in the digital landscape, not actively driving discovery, not empowering users to explore, analyze, and understand the information around them. Innovation was limited by the slow pace of centralized service, hindering the ability to adapt and respond to changing market conditions. Data was a humble servant, not yet recognized for its true potential to transform businesses and drive progress. The world was ready for a change, a shift in perspective, a new way of thinking about data, and that change was coming, promising a future where data would be democratized, accessible, and empowering for all. Then everything shifted. Technology advanced, computers got faster, storage cheaper, and new tools emerged. The old centralized service model began to feel like a prison for information. A revolutionary idea took hold. What if data could be a product, valuable, tangible, and empowering? Imagine buying a toolkit instead of calling a plumber. Now, you can fix problems yourself and discover new possibilities. Data as a product means data is cleaned, organized, documented, and accessible to anyone who needs it. Specialized teams create these data products, ensuring they're reliable and easy to use. Now the sales team can access a quarterly sales data product directly. No more waiting. This democratizes information, turning data into a catalyst for discovery. Teams can explore, analyze, and uncover trends on their own. Data becomes a playground for curiosity, not just a static report. The shift elevates data from background utility to headline act. Data is now a star in its own right. The possibilities are endless. Let's clarify the distinction between data as a service and data as a product with a simple analogy. Understanding this difference is crucial for leveraging data effectively in today's world. In the data as a service world, imagine asking for the weather. It's like calling a hotline. You dial in, wait for someone to answer, and ask your question. You get a single, specific answer, and nothing more. The operator provides the current temperature and maybe a brief forecast. You can't explore further, you can't ask follow-up questions, and you're limited to the information provided. It's a very passive experience. Now consider data as a product. It's like opening a weather app on your smartphone. Immediately you see current conditions, detailed forecasts for the week ahead, interactive radar maps showing precipitation patterns, and historical weather data for any date you choose. It's all readily available right at your fingertips with intuitive controls. The fundamental difference between these two approaches is empowerment. With a service, you're essentially a passive consumer, waiting to be served information. But with a product, you're actively in control, exploring and manipulating the data to gain insights. The app developer creates a high-quality product, providing the tools and the data, but you, the user, decide how to use it, what to analyze, and what questions to ask. You have the freedom to analyze, combine, and explore the data in any way you want, uncovering hidden patterns and generating valuable insights. Data as a service is like a one-way street, a single path to a predetermined destination. Data as a product, on the other hand, is an open highway, offering multiple lanes and countless destinations. Service is fundamentally about answering questions for people, a top-down approach where information flows from provider to consumer. Product is about empowering people to answer their own questions, fostering a bottom-up approach where users drive the exploration and discovery process. One is a transaction, a simple exchange of information for payment. The other is an invitation to explore, to delve deeper, and to uncover new knowledge. One gives you a fish, providing a single solution to a specific problem. The other teaches you to fish in a well-stocked lake, equipping you with the skills and resources to solve countless problems. This fundamental shift changes everything about how we use, interact with, and ultimately value data in the modern world. It's a fundamental transformation, a move towards greater data literacy, self-sufficiency, and ultimately more informed decision-making. Our journey with data is marked by technological and philosophical shifts. In the mainframe era, data was rare, centralized, and managed by IT gatekeepers. Requests took days, and data was a tightly controlled service. The data warehouse era brought consolidation and faster delivery, but the service model still ruled. Business intelligence teams built dashboards, but users remained dependent on central teams. The big data explosion changed everything. Data volume and complexity outpaced centralized control. New technologies like Hadoop and cloud computing emerged, exposing cracks in the old model. The modern era is defined by the data as a product mindset. Cloud tools empower teams to own and package their data as products. The focus has shifted to decentralization and empowerment. We're building a data mesh, an interconnected network of discoverable, trustworthy data products. Data has completed its journey from hidden servant to celebrated star. The stage is set for a new era of innovation. The spotlight is on data. Why does this shift matter? Because it accelerates innovation. The old service model created bottlenecks. Central teams overwhelmed. Curiosity stifled. Treating data as a product breaks the bottleneck. Distributing responsibility across the organization, teams closest to the data create and maintain high-quality products. This decentralized approach scales data capabilities and fosters ownership. Teams take pride in their data products, responding quickly to feedback. Trust in data grows and users are empowered to make smarter decisions. Data becomes a universal tool for creativity and problem solving. A product manager can analyze user data directly. A logistics coordinator can optimize shipping. Data is no longer exclusive to specialists. It's for everyone. It's like giving everyone their own telescope to explore the universe. The result? Faster discovery, better decisions, and unleashed potential. To understand the data universe, let's compare the core forces of service and product models. First, ownership. Service is centralized. One team controls all data. Product is decentralized. Domain teams own their data. Second, audience. Service targets passive consumers needing answers. Product targets active users who explore and analyze. Third, interface. Service offers dashboards or reports, a black box. Product offers datasets with documentation, a transparent box. Product interfaces are designed for self-service exploration. Finally, success. Service measures efficiency of the central team. Product measures value, adoption, and user satisfaction. The focus shifts from process to impact. Data as a product is about empowering users and driving outcomes. The difference is night and day. The future belongs to the product mindset. Let's boil it down. Data as a service is like a guided tour, efficient but limited and controlled. Data as a product is like having a map in a vehicle. You're the explorer. Data as a service is centralized, reactive, and focused on delivering answers. Data as a product is decentralized, proactive, and focused on empowerment. Data as a service leads to bottlenecks and slow innovation. Data as a product unleashes creativity and accelerates discovery. Data shifts from messy raw material to polished, packaged asset. The power to explore and innovate is in everyone's hands. That's the essence of the shift. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive future updates.